pop those drinks. It's time for Sports Around the Bar. Hey guys, welcome into Sports Around the Bar, your weekly sports talk show. As always, I am Jake, your bartender, and I'm joined on center stool. We don't have the lights on, that's why it looked weird.
Well, I'm going to go turn them on. Drinking was more important at this point.
Welcome into the show, where obviously you can tell we are the picture of professionalism. As always, professionalism. I can't even talk, so I cancel it, Drew. Scrub it. Well, let's start again, all right? Let's start again.
No, there's no reason to restart. We're here, and we're drinking, and we're live.
Absolutely, and today we are going to be talking about a lot of quarterbacks. Hopefully you can see us a little bit better now. Hopefully the blonde hair is standing out a little bit better. You know, ginger over here. Hopefully that's showing up on your computer screen. We're going to be talking about a lot of quarterbacks.
Half ginger.
And we are also going to be talking about a little bit of NBA here really quick, but we're going to run through it quick because last time we only talked football, Drew, and how far did we get? Halfway. I said we're getting through the whole way. I was wrong. Just like always, I'm always optimistic. Exactly. I'm always optimistic. I always like to sit there and say we're going to get really far into these shows and we're going to cover a lot, and then next thing you know, he's talking, I'm talking, you guys are talking, and we don't get anywhere near it. So, without further ado, bit of basketball, then we'll move on to football. Toronto's tied up the series with the Bucks. How worried are you if you're a Milwaukee fan?
Well, there's already a lot of back talk already. Owen and Steve are getting into it. Will, I'm glad you're here too, man. Looks like Steve says, let's go Raptors, and Owen says you spelled Bucks wrong.
Did I?
No.
I probably did at some point down the line. I'm the worst for it.
No, he says Steve spelled it wrong, and he spelled Raptors. Yeah.
I gotcha.
No, I think it's unrealistic to think that Toronto can go into Milwaukee and win 2 games.
Right. It just goes to show you Milwaukee's still a team that's learning to win on the road. I don't think they're quite there yet. Good thing is they got home court advantage, so I don't think they need to win on the road. They can obviously just win Game 5 and then win Game 7, and obviously they're moving on. Talking about the rest of this team, though, I think Toronto has made some good adjustments. They've got great play out of their bench. I wonder if that continues. I really don't think it does. I mean, you look at some of the numbers these guys from the bench are putting up for Toronto from Game 4. They were shooting the lights out in that building. Does that happen for another 2 to 3 games? I'm going to go with no. One thing I will say is I like what they've done against Giannis. I think they've found a pretty good mix there. As long as Kawhi can keep his energy up, I think maybe he can get the honor of moving on to the finals and getting slaughtered by the Warriors. So,
to be honest, I don't really have a dog in this race. I mean, either team that goes, it'd be great. I want the best team to go against the Warriors and defeat them. That's honestly what I want. I think the Bucks have a better opportunity because a lot of their offense runs through their big guys, where, you know, as much as Kawhi is a complete all-star of every sense of the word.
Right.
I just don't know if they have a complete team around them where you could dominate a team like the Warriors.
No, and I don't think the support's there to beat the Bucks. So of course it's not there to beat the Warriors.
And another thing is, I don't think Kawhi's staying there. I think it would literally take a winning of a championship for him to stay there, which I don't really see them being able to beat the Warriors.
Right.
So why would I want a team that did well, wins a series, or goes into the finals and never has a chance to go back there again because Kawhi's gone?
Charlie, good to see you, man. Also, Joseph says Drake is Toronto's best player. Honestly, I think last night was a test. I think now, if that had worked out, nobody made a big deal about it like we've been seeing it being made a big deal of. The next plan was send him over there to the Bucks coach at their bench and try to mess with them and try to throw them off their game. And obviously, it didn't work out. He's been getting kind of a lot of blowback for that. Everyone's sitting there saying it was, inappropriate. Should other fans be allowed to do what he's doing? I understand it. I didn't see that big of a deal with it. But, look, going forward, do I think Drake's got that much of an impact on the series?
No.
More than me. Also, Brian says neither team can beat Golden State in 7. They can't beat them in 3. I think the best case scenario for any of these teams is if they went to a 1-game playoff and they managed to win a fluke game against Golden State. Beyond that, I don't think anyone's beaten this Warriors team in any kind of series.
Yeah, no, I don't really see it either. But then again, like I said, I think that Milwaukee has the best chance because their offense runs to their big guys. And I know there's talk about Cousins coming back, but they don't really have a guy that can sit there and stop if Brook Lopez goes off again.
Absolutely. Scott says it's going to be a bench series from here on. Whichever bench plays better wins. I don't know if I necessarily think it comes down to that. I think that's important, but I think it's just going to take some of these starters for the Bucks to actually find their groove again. If Middleton can get back to top form, if Eric Bledsoe or Brook Lopez play better, I think the Bucks are probably the better team. Bench or not, I think they're going to have the muscle to outlast the Raptors. Guess we'll see. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, make sure you subscribe to our page here and throw us a like if you don't mind.
Guys, remember this is Sports Around the Bar, so grab your favorite drinks, join one of the fastest growing communities on YouTube. We can't wait to hear from you.